What's up, guys? Welcome to D-Man's Connected Franchise, and I'm going to be going over some stats and some predictions over the week, and probably have predictions early on to see what my predictions are. So hopefully you guys like this, and once again, the commissioner is D-Man, so if you want to get in, just message him on Xbox. You can see his gamer tag there, and I'm sure I'll get you on the waiting list. But yeah, let's get to some of the week 1 games that recently happened this week. We recently just advanced to week 2, but week 1 we had the Bears over the Niners. That Niners guy actually got kicked the week before, so that's why he had the force there. Big game with the Bears. Week 2 we had the Falcons. Bears throughout beating the Vikings, who was the former Super Bowl champ, so that's a good win there, obviously. It shows that he can hang with the best, I guess. You see the Jaguars there beat the Jets. Big Shark coming up a big win over the Jets. Good defense over there by the Jaguars, so we'll see what he can do later on in the season. The forced one there for the Ravens over the computer. We had VTG, aka Netflix, destroying the Colts 52-17. And it looks like Clowney had 7 sacks and one had 3 sacks, so they combined for 10 sacks, so that's absolutely insane. One of the top defenses after week 1 so far. And it looks like, yeah, good game passing, but nothing really going rushing, so we'll see if we can get that rushing game going moving forward in the season. We had the Saints over the Bucks. Don't know much about those guys, but looked like the big good one there for the division. We had Rock and Ray beating the Patriots. I'm pretty sure the Patriots guy made it pretty far in the playoffs last season, the conference championship, I think. So that's good for Rock and Ray. He's new into the league just like I am this season, so it's a good divisional win for him. And here we got the Giants versus the Eagles. Don't know much about these guys, but it looks like a good divisional win for the Giants. Yeah, so we'll see what that Eagles guy does, because he just recently traded Carson Wentz. I'm pretty sure for Tannehill and some picks. So we'll see if that's a good move going forward. But looks like the Giants guy pulled this one out. Next we got King Steve over Beasy. Ezekiel Elliott, I'm pretty sure had a huge game for him, like 200 yards. Yet there it is, 211 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. So that's pretty good for him. Not money good receiving, but if he's going to go far in the playoffs, he's got to get the passing game going. Because obviously he's got the rush game, but the passing game is where you need it in the playoffs. Moving on here, we got the Packers absolutely blowing out the Panthers, 52-0. Don't know much about these guys, but it looks like this Packer guy's can ball. I think he had 2 defensive touchdowns, I'm pretty sure, which is crazy. Yeah, see, he had 2 defensive touchdowns, so those are 2 of his big touchdowns. Good defense. Him and the Texans looking like the top defenses in the league so far early in the season. But yeah, he wins 52-0 over the Panthers. This is my game right here versus the Seahawks. I ended up winning 26-17. A couple calls went my way. Pretty decently scoring game there. I need to get better at passing the ball. He rushed the ball pretty good, 113 yards, but I threw a pick and didn't have any touchdowns, so throwing the ball, so definitely gotta get my passing game better going forward. Moving on, next we have the Lions blowing out the Bills 42-10. Don't know much about these guys, but pretty good strong start for the Lions. Next we have the Redskins versus the Rams in a 2-point game, a really close game for the Redskins. Rams guys in my division, that's pretty good for me, I guess. But we'll see what happens there going forward with the Redskins. Here's a big game right here. The Raiders ended up beating the AFC champion D-Man in the first week. 17-12, pretty low scoring game. So that Raiders guy looks like he's ready to compete this season. Like I said, D-Man made it to the Super Bowl last year and ended up losing to the Vikings. So that's pretty good by the Raiders guy right there. Moving on here, we had a force win for the Steelers over the Bengals. Nothing to say there really, just force win. And then we had the Broncos that ended up going over the computer there, the force win. So those are the week 1 stats. Pretty interesting. The Packers and the Texans are looking like the top defenses in the league, and the Bears, before that Niners got quit, he was up like 40-0. So 3 good strong starts to those teams right there. So let's go look at some of the week 2 games. We just recently, as I played my game recently, a freaking low scoring game versus him, 17-12. No one scored in the second half. And it looks like we got the Giants over the Buccaneers. So that's huge there. So let's go see some of the stats from week 1, and of course my stats are going to be up a little bit because I played my week 2 game, but let's see who's looking strong so far in the MVP voting categories. So it looks like we got, wow, Huncho Beckham Jr. had 4 touchdown interceptions. We had Davis Webb, Big Ben up there, Garoppolo, some of the top passing QBs so far. Pretty good. Rushing wise, obviously Zeke Elliott's up there, 3 touchdowns. We'll see what he does this week if we can pile the rushing yards on. Receiving wise, looks like AB 175 and 2 touchdowns. That's not as high as I thought it'd be, but that's still that's obviously really a good game. 2 touchdowns, 175. And the defense, like we said, we know the Texans and the Packers had pretty strong outings in week 1. Let's go over some of my predictions that I think is going to happen this week. Week 2, I got the Packers beating the Jets in that one. I'm going to pick the Patriots over the Lions, Bills over the Browns in this one, obviously. I'm going to take the Redskins over the Panthers. I'm going to take the Eagles over the Saints in this one. I'm going to take the Titans in a close one over the Broncos here. I'm going to take the Ravens over the Bengals, only because that Ravens defense is pretty decent. So I'm going to pick the Ravens in that one. In this one, I'm going to take Seattle over the Raiders in a close one again. That Raiders got to prove he can ball versus the AFC champs, so that should be a really good game, probably game of the week. I'm going to take the Dolphins over the Colts here. Computer, I got the Steelers there. I'm going to take D-Man in a close one over the Rams. Should be a good game. I'm going to take the Texans over the Jags by at least 10. I'm going to take the Bears over the Vikings here. That should be a nice, good game there. And I'm going to take the Falcons over the Cowboys just because that Falcons got proved last week that he could beat the Vikings. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys want me to do these each week, I will. But as we get closer to the playoffs, I'll do like playoff predictions and who I think is going to be seeded where and my picks and stuff. So hope you guys enjoy, and peace.